Niggas spent all these years on the block. Niggas spent all these years on the block and ain't got nothing to show for it. And then what a nigga do got to show, a nigga got on my own. So what I need you niggas for? Now I start to look at y'all like enemies. So in all reality, like I said, we gotta humble ourselves and we gotta come together, man. We gotta love each other. Cause that's what it's really about. Cause man, black people, if we got the strongest, we the strongest. Like in jail, nigga, on God, they separate us. It's 14 blacks to 72 Mexicans in there. And I told the police, I said, why y'all put us in there with all these Mexicans? They said because that's how it break down. Like that's how y'all can handle them.
Yeah. Snakewood and that Puzzle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Shout out to my boy OG LA Ron. Y'all ever see his content? A lot of time he makes his title OG East Coast Crip member. That was his brand for a long time. I think lately he just been going with the OG LA Ron. He's heavy in the Texas sector of the YouTube scene. However, he's really an original native for Los Angeles, California. He my G homie, did quite an extensive stretch in the feds, I believe 30 years or better, but he's out, he's making content. He's always had a quality look from day one. Obviously has invested in some decent equipment. He's well-spoken, and he tells a lot of tales. You know, we speak quite often behind the scenes. We know a lot of the same people. He loves to reminisce, tell me about some of the people that we both know, how they were back in the days when I didn't quite know them, and I enjoy listening to his stories often. So when he sent me this video, he sends me a lot of his content, and you see, I rarely, if never, react. I'm not sure if we ever have reacted to any of his content. But this one particular, I just had to because the title struck me. It was like, the name of the title was OG Crip LA Ron. Yeah, he don't put East Coast Crip no more. I think to a lot of out-of-towners that was throwing him off thinking that he was from the East Coast. OG LA Ron speaks on notorious 97 East Coast Crip Lil Murk. This is my little homie. It's like one of my first tattoos I got. You'll see it say Lil Murk in a little box right there. That's Lil Murk at the top that he's talking about. And, you know, not only was Lil Murk a friend of mine growing up before he was even from the set, and he turned the set before me. But he was a little boy that stayed on the Front Street side of the neighborhood. And he was, I don't know if he was an orphan or what his situation was, but he was poor, real poor. And I remember we used to be like playing football in the street. We used to call him Boo Boo because often we'd catch that nigga walking down the street with an ass full of shit. And we didn't, my older brothers, I don't know if they used to smell it or what, but somehow they get a hint that he had shit on him. And they'd be telling me like, you shit on yourself, huh? He was a little boy though. And I remember that. We done took him in the house, gave him bath, gave him clothes and all that. Then he grew. I remember he fell into the hands of my homie Murk. I remember I don't know what Ron gonna say, but because I have been talking to, Lil Murk, he went to he died very young. Little Spider, I'm Baby Spider. Little Spider actually went to jail at his funeral, but it was in 91, and he's still in jail. He's yet to be in jail. So I had been talking to him earlier today. Then I ran across this video. So I let him know. I said, I'm going to react to it. So I sent it to him. He sent me a few thoughts. I'm going to tell you this, big homie. This is what Lil Spider said about the video off top before I even react to it. Hold on. He said, where is that? Damn, we're going to have to realize we was going right before it just now. He said, long story short, he said he didn't quite get everything right. And but we gonna, let me see what he said. He said, cuz the fact should have been checked. Cuz spoke on Lil Murk. Murky wasn't in the Y. Cuz died at LC. He died at LPs, but so I guess in the video we about to watch, the homie Ron said that he died in YA. He didn't actually die in YA. He died in juvenile hall. It was in 92. He said, perhaps you should have tapped in to Big Dusty from 7-6, but he ain't mad at nothing. You feel me? But that's just a few corrections. And yeah, with no further ado, let's see what LA Rons say. Lil Murky, ECIP. I've been up to it. Lil Murk thought I'd be a cold nigga. I don't want to do no spoilers, so I'm gonna see what this video is because I'm pretty sure he gonna tell this story about Lil Murk finding this money. Oh, but he have to. Oh shit, I fucked up. Hold on.
You bitch ass niggas never be able to live this good. Nigga, fuck LA Ron. Fuck.
East side, west side, worldwide. Welcome to story time with OGLA Ron. Please don't forget to smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to the website. Go to the website and buy that merch. Today, I want to do a story on one of the homies that passed away in YA. His name is Lil Murk, 97 East Coast. How do I know Lil Murk? Well, I know Lil Murk because I know Big Murk. But today, I know that I wanted to do a story on both of the Murks, but I want to do one on Lil Murk first. I know Big Murk gonna get mad, but I ain't tripping on Big Murk. He's a knockout.
Why would Big Murk get mad because Lil Murk went first?
Artist.
He is a knockout artist. Night. Big Murk throw a punch, and before he even connect the punch, he be turning around walking the other way like he know a nigga going to sleep.
He broke his hand 7-8 times, but I don't want to talk about Big Murk today. I want to talk about Lil Murk. How did I get familiar with Lil Murk? A lot of times, man, I used to drive through the 97s, and one day I came over there, and the homies was telling me that it's a Lil Murk now. So I'm laughing. I'm like, man, where he at? So he wasn't there that day. So a couple of days later, I came, maybe even a month later, I came by, and I was we was laughing, and we know all the homies was laughing over there. Jimmy, Box, Murk, Ron, a bunch of us really laughing. We was like, man, look at that dude, man. He look just like Big Murk. We laughed.
It's the original G homie list. He running off the names.
Laughing and everything. And we come to find out that is Lil Murk. Man, but Lil Murk was one of the downest dudes, man. I seen, man, I mean,
Badass kid. Bad. He got the banging, cuz was no joke. Died in juvenile hall. Beating up on the main street, running up in his cell, doing what he do. And the chokehold was banned in juvenile hall. But the staff member choked my homie out, crushed his windpipe, left him in the cell. For what I remember, what I can recall, they was trying to call for help, man down. It took like an extended amount of time to come check on him, and he didn't survive. It was all on the news. The actual staff that did it actually had to fight a case. I think he got some time for it too, because that actual chokehold, he wasn't supposed to be using it in juvenile hall. And we just happened to have a funeral in op territory, enemy. It wasn't up to us, the gangbangers. They had the funeral, and the family, baked the funeral. It was in a hood where the people who funeral was decided to come across the street, from my understanding, and try to address the homies about getting up out of there, getting that funeral up out their hood. And Lil Spider was out there, my big homie. And allegedly someone lost their life, unfortunately. And Lil Spider was found guilty for that in 1992. Yeah, he been gone ever since, cuz. And they talking about some crib shit. Well, who you think looking out for Lil Spider, keeping in touch, holding it down? I ain't gonna put all the politics out there, but yeah, I'm an SPI. I'm the third on my mama.
I seen
Free the SPIs, Uno, Dos, Cuatro, ESAP, big, little, and tiny. My keyways.
him come from a little bitty 60, 70 pounds up to 100 and something pounds, and he had started getting taller, man. And I used to always go by Aunt's house, and every
See, he telling the story from a real humble perspective. In these days, wherever this dude was at, where Lil Murk was at, and them other few names, it was a lot of money. I wasn't no regular like Dusty type dude. This wasn't no like this nigga just went to the feds do all that time because he was touching a lot of paper. It was a lot of high rollers on the east side back then. Or I won't say a lot, it was a few, and he was affiliated with our section very heavy. He was a part of all that.
where I would go, I would see Little Murk, man, and he's always say, "Fish, man, give me some money, man." I used to always break him off. I say, "Man, meet me up at Eminem's, man, and I buy you some meat, man, because that's what dudes used to do to me when I was little, coming up and into the gang situation, and yeah, man, just to give Little Murk his due, man. I know Big Murk ain't mad because this is Little Murk, but at the same time, man, I wanted to tell this story. He was dear to my heart, man, and I know Lil Murk, man. Every time I come through the hood, I come through in the BMW, man, and Lil Murk be looking. I'm like, "What's up, baby boy? Hey, what's up?" I said, "Man, what mail them? Oh, they just went over here. Oh, they just went over there." I always get, a Lil Murk let me know because sometimes you be waiting over there for hours, man, at the dice game, everything, and man, the Lil Murk would always, "Man, hey Ron, hey Fish, take me around the corner, man. Take me over here, take me over there." And I would always go. He would, show me where the homies was at, you know. And man, that's crazy, man. I remember him and Lil Day Day, Day Day and them, all them guys, man. They was little young.
Where Lil Daddy at? That Q97 like, go ask Lil Daddy about Mr. Demolition number 7. Yeah, ask Lil Daddy. That's my loc too.
Youngsters, man, and I come through and BMW or the 6-7 or the rag tray or something like that, and I would always be able to talk to the little cats, give them a little money, do a little thing from. But yeah, man, I end up hearing that Merck had got passed away, or I don't really know the whole scenario of what happened, but I just wanted to get Lil Merck, his credit. I always see him fight. I mean, one day they was fighting over in the hood, with the main street. They was head up knuckle busters. They wasn't into no guns and everything. They was just, fighting because somebody was felt that they had got disrespected. But it was only for knuckle situation, man. So I see Lil Murk get his Lil Murk get his squabble on, but Lil Murk had got kind of tall the last time I seen him. He had, started, real tight, man. And I heard that Lil Murk and Lil Murk and Lil Jack and all them guys, man, that they end up in the YA or TS, and the homie Big Dirt was telling me that he did time with Lil Murk and YS, YA. But yeah, man, Lil Murk was my guy, man. He was dear to my heart, man, and uh, I just really wanted to, be able to talk about the Murks, man. I heard Lil Murk, had a little squabble game on him and stuff like that, man. But this the type of guy, man. Just to see him from a kid and growing up, man, and being able to grow up over in the hood, what I'm saying, and be a part of something that was real cool back then. 'Cause, the 97s, man, they always had it was like a melting pot of, guys coming through there. What I'm saying? You got kind of like watch out for the bebops, a little bit other little families and stuff like that, man. But I always liked it to be up at Eminem's. I used to like to go to the motorcycle.
They don't know about Eminem Soul Food. I got some old footage somewhere. Me and Glasses outside. I bumped in Glasses in the hood one day at Eminem's, and we had a camera. It's no longer there, but yeah, that was my daddy's favorite spot to eat, man. Eat that good old M&M's. My mama.
Club, over there, do a little gambling at the store across the street, and just to, pretty much go to the dairy. And then my other homie lived over there, and Kato lived over there. But man, just to talk about Lil Murk, man, I don't know what happened while he was in YA or TS, but I heard that one of the guards or something like that was hurt Lil Murk, got Lil Murk choked him or whatever, man. But I just wanted to, pay my respects. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be able to bring this guy, to life again, man, because he was a real dude, man. He was a young dude, and I seen that a lot of guys that was his age, they older now, and I'd be able to, to give them their due. I did one on Jack. I did one on a few other guys, man. But just to talk about Lil Murk, man.
Only if you talking about Jack from 97. I got a homie from 97 that was down with Birdman way before I got in the rap game, way before Whack Hold No 100 knew him. Two of my homies, my homie Big D and my homie Jack, got Cash Money tattoos that they had long ago. Yeah, I wonder if that's who he talking about. Probably gotta be.
I don't know if it was Murk real son. I don't know how.
No, that wasn't his real son. Murk adopted him. I'm gonna have to just do my search before I come on here and tell the story. But if I can recall, my auntie Audrey, little regulator, she had like a trap, like in some duplexes like on Clovis in the set. And during that period of time, he might have already been Lil Murk. Don't get me wrong, but the way it started appearing that he was, from what I can recall, might not be all one incident. But I remember Lil Murk found some money, like a big old briefcase of money. And I think he brought it to Big Murk. And, there you go. That's why I believe somewhere in that area how he became Pops. If you feel me.
He came from, I don't know exactly what transpired for him to even move over there in the hood. But I know that this guy, man, was the love of 9-7, and
Yeah, he was like the Raymond Lil and I think the original two little homies, EC.
I used to always, he always put a smile on my face, man. And, a lot of times, man, these young guys, you don't really know, later on that these guys, what's going to happen to them. Or, they
Not necessarily the first two, but I know they were amongst the first.
always say that, guys that's not going to make a certain age, you know what I'm saying? They might lose their life in the streets, man. But this guy, he lost it into the juvenile facility. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do have a rumors. There's some big rumors out, but I don't know, if it was intentionally. I don't know if it was because I know
It was breaking up a fight, utilizing inappropriate chokehold. And the actual staff member who killed him, that crushed his windpipe, did serve some time. Not a lot, though. I think it was like 4 years or something. He got like some real punk shit.
wow, I know Lil Murk was wild, man. He had got kind of a little bigger. He had got a little older.
Yeah, he had ran at somebody's cell on him, was doing his one too.
And I know he was hard to handle, man. He reminded me of some of the homies that little young homies from 6 Deuce, how they grow up and, be, big cats. But I know that, he was in jail, and I know that, what happened, kind of like what happened, man. But, Lil Murk, man, I really wanted to, see, what kind of guy he was going to be as he got older. But, he reminded me, of, a lot of the little homies, because, I was a little homie before, but he just reminded me of a guy, man, that was coming up in the ranks, man, that was going to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? And just to see, a couple of the guys that I've seen come up in the ranks, like Lil Day Day, Big Day Day, I think it was Big Day Day, and all of these
Big Day Day, ECIP.
guys coming up in the ranks, Lil Oscar, guys like those guys that I actually really, was around, when we was coming up. And, one thing about Lil Murk was, man, he always, knew who had the money. He knew who was coming to it. He would always, be one of the guys, man, that the homies would take with him sometime, but then a lot of times they were like, "Nah, you too young." And I always had uh, chance, back in the day when I was younger. I always wanted to go with the big homies, but man, they always act like they didn't have enough room or they didn't want me to go. But man, this guy, man, was a real dude, man, and for him to lose his life early like that, man, it's a shame. shameful, God, that you once you went into the juvenile authorities, man, and juvenile authorities, and
I just know he came up from hard living, cuz when we used to catch him walking like cause he was living like on the front street side. I don't know where he used to be going, but he'll come walking down the 9. He had before he like grew up to a younger boy and started hanging on our side and turning the set, but he came from some poverty on the other side of the century. I don't know what it was.
this guy, he kind of like never made it out, man. But I know right now, man, that a lot of people, a lot of the hoods and a lot of East Coasters, 97s, Qs, and they knew about Lil Murk, man. Just to talk about this guy, man, and to put a life and a face to this guy. I know he been gone for a long time. I don't really actually remember exactly, when the date was, but I know he been gone for a while. And just to let people know, what kind of guy this guy was and the love he had for the homies and the love that homies had for him. And he was growing up, to be a real guy. He looked like the 97s. He acted like the 97s. And he was just, he was all around 97, man. And I always used to go over there, holler at him, do certain things over there, man. But this is the real deal, man. Lil Murk, man, 97, East Coast.
For Dev Doe, good looking. Big Fish, 976 for Dev Doe, ECIP, Lil Murk, Free Lil SPI. It is what it is.
Like, it changed my input on gangbanging. Like, I'm from Hoover. I'm still from Hoover. I'm always going to be from over there. That's where I was born at, raised at, grew up at. Like, I can't change that. But what made me look at gangbanging different, I'm like, damn, how many years am I going to be faithful to this shit and be out here doing so much shit for this gang and I ain't going to get nothing back? Like, it's like you start thinking like, damn, I'm being used. Like, I'm out here doing all this, nigga. I'm out here doing, like if I would have spent all these years in school, nigga, I'd be a brain surgeon or something.
Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.